Ani everyone. So today we're going to talk about some yearly themes and show you. First, I kind of wanted to show you this new book that I got. It is from Vivid Scribbles and I really like it. It's pretty cool. Comes in a little box. It has 3 ribbons. It has 160 GSM, which is kind of hard to find sometimes, and it has 200 pages, which I'm really excited about because the more pages the better. It's not too thick, but it was a really great notebook, and so I'm going to use this as my reference book to kind of show themes, gather my themes, but also to do like different layouts, try out different layouts to see if I like the way they look and different things. So this is going to be my reference book. It has a cover page, blank pages, and then it has a key index, couple index pages, which is really nice. I'm going to be using one of these for my next yearly theme. So for the yearly theme, we have forest creatures. And I kind of thought I'd just kind of break down and show you how I set up for my yearly themes, because this is kind of the format that I do. I also have just done list of this is what I want to do for the month, but I have my whole year planned out, and to be honest, I have the next few years ideals laid out for every month even. Not exactly what I'm going to do for the cover page and all of that. I'll get into figuring that out toward the end of the month once I start getting, or toward the end of the year once I start getting situated on what I'm going to do for next year. But I decided for showing you forest creatures, I tried a couple of different ways to draw these animals, and I decided to try and do a more cartoony or chibi kind of looking. I'm not quite sure what they are, but it was kind of fun to draw. My rabbit, Jay had to help me fix it. It looked a little wonky. She made it look a little bit better. I kind of think it looks like the rabbit on Arthur, the cartoon. And I had to recolor the gray because the first gray looked blue to me. I'm not sure if it looks blue to you guys, but it definitely looked blue in person. And I should have stopped, but I didn't. So I just covered it back over with a darker color. And my deer kind of looks like a reindeer instead of like a regular deer, but I thought it was kind of cute anyway. This is a great way to kind of figure out what you're going to do, and you don't necessarily have to draw the pictures. It's just kind of fun to show you guys some ideals and different things this way. Sometimes when I'm planning for my year, I will just write out the ideal for each month and then kind of just make lists that way. But I think I might do this for next year when I start getting ready, just so that way I have a more visual on what I want to do, and it'll get me kind of excited for the following months. But I plan out for the whole year starting in July of the previous year. So I also lay out pages that I want and kind of leave some blank spaces for other pages that I might want to add later. I've realized that I'm filming this in July, but for August I already have it kind of laid out, and I'm going to take a break from the weekly spreads and try a couple different other methods for in my planner and try and see if I like those better. But this is kind of a fun thing. I'm not sure if people really like the forest animals or want to do that for a full year in their planner, because a lot of the colors kind of stay the same with browns and grays and that type of thing. But I kind of think it's cute and little inspiring kind of ideal. And I started writing the numbers that were on the markers because we numbered each marker, so that way if I decided that I was going to do this theme, that I would be able to find the markers that I needed. And that's kind of important. So even if you have markers that don't have their own kind of number system, just maybe number them so that way you can make sure you know which colors go with which book. The badger was actually easier than I thought it was going to be, and I'm kind of happy about that because I was a little bit nervous about doing the badger. But one of the things I've realized this week, I'm kind of late in putting this out, but I have been like really tired, and there's been a lot of stuff going on in our house and different things, so it's been like a lot, and I'm trying to fight grasshoppers in the garden and just all kinds of things going on, and it's been kind of crazy. So it was kind of fun to take a minute and just kind of color for a little bit and get some ideals down for sharing with you guys about doing planners. And just using this book, I've already noticed I like it a lot because there's no bleeding. I don't see any ghosting or anything on the pages, so it just makes me very happy. I'm going to be really excited about using these books next year for my planner. So this was kind of my test run with the pens, and I used all the different color pens and all the different types of gauges and sizes and different things. And so, I mean, it looks really cute. I've noticed when I started coloring in the eyes, they look a little freaky until you add like the little white dots, and they don't look so bad. But when you're doing just black eyes, it looks kind of funny. But I'm noticing that most of the colors are kind of brown. So if you like browns or grays, that could be a really great theme for you for doing the forest creatures. So let me know what you guys think about the forest creatures. I did find a lot, and I'll share where I got the images and learning how to draw forest creatures online. So the first yearly theme is forest creatures. If we did bear, rabbit, deer, fox, porcupine, squirrel, wolves, badger for January through August. And then I showed you how I did the spreads here, and then I wrote down the pages that I would do: cover, the monthly log, the content planner, mood tracker, habit tracker, and weekly spreads. And then I kind of talked about what I would do. So for the cover, I would probably do a bear silhouette. For the monthly log, I'd maybe do trees. I might also do the cartoon style of the bear. Content planner, I might do fish, something that they eat. Mood tracker would probably be the paw prints. Habit tracker would be berries around it, and weekly spreads might be circles or something similar. And with the rabbits, I would do the same thing. I would write down which ones, and I left space so that way if I added any other pages that I wanted that weren't my normal, then I can add them in. And so it kind of does the numbers because my colors do not have numbers, but I wrote them in myself so that way I can look on my color code and see which colors kind of match and find them again. And then for September, October, November, and December, we have a mouse, a mountain lion, a raccoon, and a skunk. And I did them in a cartoon kind of theme. And I also left more spaces in case I wanted to add any other coloring to the theme of the page. For the next monthly yearly theme for the yearly theme is school. And I did math, science, history, and English for the first 4 months. Now you can take these, I'm not sure if you can do the animals so much, but you can take these themes and make it for the entire year, not just a month. So for science, you could do chemistry, and then you could do plant science, and then biology, and you can separate them out into the whole year if you wanted to, by the different sections of math. For history, you could do the different ancient civilizations, as well as just doing one of maps and one of compasses and different things like that for the entire year. Then for May, we have geography, June is PE, July is music, and August is computers. Now for some of these, like computers, I might even do circuit boards. Or for geography, you could do a whole yearly theme with this too, of different places around the world. PE, the different sports, basketball, soccer, baseball, for each month. For music, you could do different string instruments or different instruments found within a music room or different instruments you play. So you can break these down even more into other ones that kind of follow the same theme. With September is art, October is language, November is drama, and December is economics. And then you can take this whole theme and go, okay, I'm going to do the different types of mediums. I'm going to do watercolor for January, and you can break it down like that and do different mediums for each month. Language, you could do language for a whole year as well, because if you're learning a language such as French, you can do the culture for 1 month. You can even break down your house and go, okay, kitchen, what are the French things, and you can do pages within your journal or your planner for each section of your house with the language that is, and you can do a whole page and draw out a kitchen and label everything in the kitchen and different things like that. You can add different pages to your planner to kind of help you. Drama and economics, I'm not sure if you could do a whole yearly theme, but I think if you get creative enough, you can turn anything into a yearly theme. The third yearly theme is solar, so then I just broke it down. So January would be Mercury, February would be Venus, March would be Earth, April would be Mars, May would be Jupiter, June would be Saturn, July would be Uranus, August would be Neptune. And I just kind of did a little bit of coloration by the planets that I saw online. And since we only have that many planets, then I decided that I was going to do nebulas. It didn't quite work out as well as I thought it would. I believe my markers are water-based, not alcohol-based, so it kind of didn't blend as well as I was hoping it would. And then October's theme is stars, November is the moon, and December is comets. And I just think that it's kind of cool that you can either do a black background like this, or you can keep it simple and do it this way too. It kind of depends on how you want to do the whole solar thing. I mean, I would probably do black backgrounds if I did all of the solar. Then the next yearly theme is healing plants. So January would be echinacea, February is eucalyptus, March is aloe, April is rosa. So for myself, if I did this as my yearly theme, I would also create an additional page just so that way I can draw out the plant really well using different plant books or online, and then talk about the different parts that are used and label them, the uses of what each thing is, the root versus the flowers, which parts, the coloration, which parts can be used for what and what their purpose is. And if there's, for myself, because I'm Ojibwe, Anishinaabe, I would do the Anishinaabe word for it. I would do a bunch of different kind of things to help me learn these medicinal healing plants. I would also do plants in my area Eucalyptus doesn't grow in my area. Aloe doesn't grow in my area. We do have wild rose, and we do have echinacea where I'm from, so I would probably do mainly focused on plants that are in my area. But then we have May is Planago, June is Panax, July is lavender, August is thyme, September is sage, October is mint, November is golden seal, and December is dandelion. So I would maybe do them black and white. So if I did the cover page, I'd probably do a black and white or just a sketch of the plant, and then I would, on the main page that I'm talking about the plant, then I would start adding colors of what are the colors of the flowers, and different things, and whether the leaves are smooth versus rough, because there are some plants that mimic medicinal plants, and there's just slight differences on the texture of the leaf or the way the leaf looks or that type of thing. So it's really important to be aware, if you're going to do medicinal or healing plants, that you really look at the plants. And that's why I always say you might want to do an extra sheet on each plant, so you know its uses, but you also know how to identify them very well. So those are the 4 different yearly themes that I'm sharing with you this time, and I'm going to probably do kind of a list and share a different list of other yearly themes that I have ideals for. So stay tuned for that. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.